Hello learners, welcome to the session in research methodology. In this session, we will discuss the topic literature review or literature survey, we say. Look at this scenario. Imagine a researcher working on the thesis about renewable energy adoption struggled to develop the strong arguments. Realizing the needs for deeper insights, the researcher explored existing research on policy incentives, technological advancements, and consumer behavior. Now, question to you: have you ever wondered how diving into existing research could unlock new insights and strengthen your own arguments? So, to explore the answer further, it is very essential to understand the concepts in depth. So, let us proceed with the learning objectives. By the end of this topic, you will be able to explain the meaning of literature survey, list the materials to include in a literature review, evaluate the specific purpose of a literature review. First, let us understand the meaning of the literature survey. A literature survey is a systematic and critical review of existing research and scholarly works in a specific field of study. It provides a foundation for understanding the current knowledge, identifying key theories, methodologies, and findings, and exploring trends or debates within the discipline. By synthesizing insights from various sources, a literature survey highlights established knowledge while uncovering the depth and scope of prior research. This process is crucial for positioning new research within the broader academic framework, ensuring its originality and relevance. A literature review encompasses the collective body of work by previous researchers found in books, journal articles, monographs, and other published formats. It forms the foundation of any scientific investigation, as every research project begins with a thorough examination of existing literature. Engaging with the literature is a vital part of the research process, aiding in idea generation, the formulation of meaningful questions, and significantly influencing the development of the research design. A literature review is a crucial element of a research report, offering valuable insights into the research topic while showcasing the studies and developments within the field over time. Researchers compile this information from various sources such as journals, books, and other relevant documents. The review may present the information in a straightforward manner or synthesize extensive data, thematically organized to provide a clearer and more comprehensive understanding of the subject. Typically, a literature review combines both summarization and synthesis. Summarization condenses the key points from various sources, while synthesis integrates and organizes this information in relation to its relevance and significance to the research topic. A literature review can provide fresh interpretations of existing material, integrate contemporary perspectives with older ones, or trace the intellectual development of the field, highlighting key debates and milestones. Depending on its purpose, it may also evaluate the sources, directing readers to the most relevant and influential information. Let us now discuss the materials to be included in a literature review. There is no hard and fast rule to determine the quantity and scope of materials to be included in a literature review. However, it is essential for the researcher to include foundational and outstanding works in the field. Additionally, the most recent studies, particularly those published within the last 5 to 10 years, should also be included to ensure that the review reflects current developments and contemporary trends. The types of sources to consult for a literature review encompass a wide range of materials, including books, journal articles, monographs, and documents. Additional valuable resources include gray literature, such as unpublished manuscripts and conference research papers. Moreover, the internet is an essential tool for accessing articles, abstracts, and other relevant materials for the review. After gathering materials from these diverse sources, the researcher should organize them systematically. For this, all related materials should be arranged chronologically by publication year or by categorizing them by subject matter to ensure coherence and relevance to the current research topic. Evaluating these resources involves analyzing the methodologies used, the findings presented, and their relevance to the research topic. Adding a brief historical context related to the research can provide additional depth and perspective. By effectively synthesizing and organizing the collected materials, researchers can develop a comprehensive and insightful literature review that aligns with the study's objectives. Let us now look at the specific purposes of a literature review. These are integral to the research process. The first is identifying relevant variables. A comprehensive literature review allows researchers to identify both critical and less significant variables within their field of study. This process helps them select variables that align with their research interests and objectives, define and operationalize them effectively, and prioritize those that hold conceptual and practical importance. Ultimately, a well-conducted literature review establishes a strong foundation for formulating a research problem by emphasizing key variables. The second purpose of literature review is avoiding duplication. A literature review helps researchers avoid unnecessary duplication of prior work. By analyzing and interpreting previous studies, they can assess their relevance to the current research and use them as a foundation for new investigations. In some cases, replicating earlier studies is essential, such as when validating previous findings. In these instances, a thorough review enables researchers to understand the scope and nature of existing studies related to their topic. Another purpose of literary review is synthesizing prior studies. A literature review enables researchers to collect and synthesize prior studies related to their research, providing a broader perspective for future investigations. This process helps identify overlaps and gaps in existing work. Literature review also helps in understanding relationships among variables. A detailed review uncovers significant variables within the research area and clarifies the relationships between them. These insights can be incorporated into the development of hypotheses and establish a solid foundation for scientific inquiry by exploring connections between variables. Having discussed the specific purposes, let us now look at the general purposes of a literature review, justifying the research question it argues for the relevance and significance of the research question. Providing methodological context, it offers a foundation for the researcher's methodological approach. Establishing credibility, it demonstrates the researcher's expertise and capability in the field. Supporting the research approach, it validates the relevance and appropriateness of the chosen research methods and approach. By fulfilling these purposes, a literature review becomes an essential component of the research process, ensuring the study is well-informed, relevant, and methodologically sound. Let's summarize now. In this topic, you have learned that a literature survey or literature review is an essential part of any research process. It involves reviewing existing studies, theories, and concepts related to the research topic. The purpose is to understand what has already been researched, identifying the gaps in knowledge, and build a previous findings. A literature review should include a comprehensive range of materials such as academic journals, articles, books, conference papers, dissertations, and reports. These materials should be relevant to the research topic and may include both seminal works and recent studies. The specific purpose of a literature review are to identify relevant variables, avoid duplications, synthesizing the prior studies, and understanding the relationship among the variables. It helps to determine what has already been explored and what remains unknown, guiding the direction of the new study. Thank you. Happy learning.